Welcome back to the DOGFATHER'S Toys. Today is I got the package for the FANHOME Millennium Falcon. So that's what I'm gonna be working on. Right now I just finished stage 7, which, let's look at the book and okay, and then more technical stuff on other ships and how the Falcon may have looked. The YT-1000 light freighter, and there's the cockpit or the recreation area for on the Falcon. Crew quarters. Basically the bedding area, and then you have this tube that into other parts of the ship. The table where they played a holographic chess, and here's the parts for it. And in this one, I was going to need glue and paint. I don't know what I need glue and paint for. Or I know what I need glue for. Okay. Basically, let's see. Here's this part where you did that half circle out, then sand it down, and then putting the cushions in. So that's that, and here's what it looks like done. There's this part. And here's the cushions, which I think is supposed to be like a bedroom compartment on board. I think it's supposed to go like that. So that's done. I'll be moving on to 8. Yeah, you're supposed to glue it together. Okay. Alrighty. So that's that. Stage 7. So stage 7 is done. So now on to stage 8. And we're back with the stage 8 of the Millennium Falcon FANHOME build. Let's look at the book real quick. They're showing an early version of the Millennium Falcon here that was seen in Solo, a Star Wars story. As you can see, you know, it looks, you got the cockpit there, but that part's changed over time. Okay, next page. We have Londo owned the Millennium Falcon before Han. So the LG-37 was like his co-pilot. Sometimes maybe his girlfriend. And there's the talking about the technical stations on board the Falcon. Okay, and next page, more like little blueprints here where everything was located. And there's 3PO. And then more designs of the interior of the Falcon. And here's the build part. You got all this, and so far so good. I'm not screwed up, I'm not broken anything. I mean, I got some more little stuff to do, but I've got most of this section done. And there's the support seat, which was quite easy to do. You need a super glue. Now, unlike like I said in the previous video or previous section, that I'm also doing the Enterprise D, and only time I've ever used glue on Enterprise D is when I put the lights in to make sure they don't fall out. With this one, you guys put glue here and like glue these seats backs in, and glue this little light in here, which don't light up, it's just decoration, and glue the bunk area down. So that's section 8. Now I'll show you what it looks like complete. Okay, get these out of the way. Okay. And here's that so far. There's a little bunk area. I gotta go in there and do some. Got to look a little rough area. I can get it out with a sander. And there's that little light. They call it a light. Now, in the instructions, they say take a ink pen for arts and craft, I guess, and draw black lines on the tile of the show the separate, different. I use a Sharpie, which I'm going to see if I can get some paint thinner here and see if I can get that little spot out. If not, but I mean, it does show up pretty good. The separation. And for this, you put that in there with the 5 of these little bolts here on the bottom. And here's the couch compartment, and it goes. Oh God, I hate this thing. I'm trying to do anything with it, but see if I can squeeze that in here real quick. Okay. And I just popped that in. I think, they'll ask you to glue it in, but not yet. And the checkerboard, or whatever you want to call it, goes right there. Now, they should say something about painting the back part like a light gray. Now I see why, because it'll be exposed, so I might do that. And that was all for Section 8. Section 9 will mostly deal with the cockpit area again. Let's see if there's the book for 9. Yeah, here it is. So we're coming along slowly but surely. I'd rather go slow than screw it up. Yeah, most of this is a cockpit, testing the lights and a little bit here and a little bit there. Now, the one thing I don't know, I wish they'd say if there's going to be like a clear piece of plastic that goes into the window area here, because it shows it, but I don't know where. I don't know. Time will tell. And then you can add some details, but we'll talk more about that when I get that done. So that's it for Section 8. Alrighty. See you when I get done. Alrighty, and now we're looking at Stage 9 of the Millennium Falcon build. Let's look quickly at the book. More talks about other starships in the Star Wars universe, like the Tantive 5, the Princess Leia ship, basically from A New Hope. And there's his specs. Alright, next page, more about the Corvette. Well, it looks like she is well armed, but not against a full-size Star Destroyer. And this is Captain Atreides. I don't think it's Atreides, but as you can see right here, it's first time we see it on screen, and that was just a few moments after Star Wars Rogue Squad. And here's more about the Millennium Falcon, the hull structure. Let's see. You can see there's ventilation and used car parts. Went into making the Millennium Falcon for the movies. And there's a picture of it. It's on from The Empire Strikes Back. And here are the the parts for the Stage 9. You needed 4 batteries, which went into this battery. You put the batteries in that, and you can turn on the lights. You got wiring, more deck plating, hull plating, these rubber strips which were connected to the cockpit to prevent light. And then you got these other parts. Okay, and here's the instructions. First you start with the battery pack, and, you know, hook it up, hook it up to the back of the cockpit wall where the lights are. Then add the rubber strips. And then put it all back together again. So apparently the Falcon is not going to get a clear plastic canopy. And then you got these little parts down here for a little extra exterior. So that's the booklet for stage 9, and here it is. So hold on, let me turn off this overhead here. And then flicker on the lights. And there's the Millennium Falcon cockpit lit up. They're more worried about the top bleeding through. You can't, the sides are what's bleeding through for me. I have squeezed this thing but I'm not going to worry about it. I mean, it looks good. So, there's the finished cockpit area. So, we got 2 more stages to go. So, I'll be working on 10 next. So, I'll see you when it's done. Alrighty, and I'm back. I combined stages 10 and 11. They were easy, and I'll explain it here in a minute. First, let's look at the book. There's more drawings of ships like the Millennium Falcon. I like the color details. And then we got blueprints of what the interior. And then we got nav computer, which you find out is, I think it was in a Solo movie that basically the nav computer is Lando's co-pilot. And here's more talking about the secrets of space flight. This is like this picture here that the Millennium Falcon's nav computer was upgraded with additional memory module, allowing it to store enough data to make almost unlimited calculations. And then they go into a brief history of interstellar travel. Basically, they're talking about the Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 being the first man-made object to go the farthest in space from Earth. Also, the subject matter of Star Trek 1, the motion picture. Here's the Falcon's nav computer. And the nav computer sits right there. And here's what we did, which I'll get to in a minute. And now here's stage 11. The Imperial TIE Fighter LN Starfighter. Oh, yeah. Good. And there's its specs. Apparently, TIE Fighters did not have a hyperdrive engine. So they were a short-range fighter. And there's an Imperial TIE Fighter pilot. And there it is, attacking the Millennium Falcon from a Star Wars A New Hope. And going after the Falcon and The Empire Strikes Back. And here's a little section for startup and takeoff. Basically when she blasts herself out of Mos Eisley and Cloud City. So that's that, and there's the parts. I'll just leave that like that. So in stage 10, we really didn't do what they sent us. Let's see if I can find it. That's 11. Okay, there's stage 10's parts. As you can see, they were never taken out of the package because they weren't needed for this. They'll be needed down the road. All you needed was, where my finger at? That, basically this stuff right here. That's all you needed because you built the entrance way and put it into the wall. And put some panels in the wall. And give a little bit of silver paint to make them look somewhat nice. So that was stage 10. And basically the same with stage 11, which is right here. Not touched, not open. So that's why I combined 10 and 11 into one video. Because you got all this stuff that you'll need eventually. Saying this goes there, that goes there, this, that, this. But basically, you're working mostly on that wall. So, that's what I did. And let's take a look at it. And here it is, the lounge area. Now I went back and I painted the vents black. I thought I'd give a little bit of color. And now some of this ain't been sealed in yet, like these seats right here, because I didn't glue them in yet, or screw them in, or I don't know how. Yeah, you gotta glue them in. Okay. And there's the back wall that was part of 2 issues or stages. So, and there's the computer panel. I think that's the hyperdrive thing. And I didn't glue that in either, because you might have to do something else. And so that's that. So that's the end of everything until the next package comes. I appreciate you watching. Subscribe to the channel if you would, please. Thumbs up. Well, I can't think of anything else right now. But I hope you have a safe and happy New Year's. If I don't put out another video, which I think tomorrow being, or when you watch it, this will be released on New Year's Eve, so I doubt it'll be another one. So have a happy New Year's and be safe. And until the next video, I'll see you out there. Bye-bye.